Well, good morning, you guys. I wanted to say in this video that something happened last night that I can't explain, and I don't know, maybe I'm losing my mind. Uh, but I'll tell you what happened. And last night, while I was parked in front of the city mission, I had the van running to keep the van heated by having the back door open. I didn't want the van to get too cold. And there was homeless people that started to come out of the mission. And where I was parked, as well as where I was standing, I was back a little bit from the main door. You can see this if you watch the video from last night. And there's a bunch of glass windows, and you can see right inside the mission. At street level, there is a lobby, and you got to go through 2 security doors. So if you go in, you have to push like a doorbell, and it buzzes the attendant to let the door open so you can go in. Going out, you can go out freely, but you have to be buzzed in because there's 2 large security doors. But these glass windows, you can see right into the main lobby, and they have a lounge area in the upstairs. And I guess downstairs in the basement, there's a finished room down there where they provide meals and cafeteria tables and stuff like that for the homeless to eat. Well, anyway, I was giving out these backpacks, and where I was standing, and I'll show you in this video that I can clearly see the staircase from where I was standing right out front in the street behind my van. And I saw this young kid. I say kid, he was probably between 25 and 27, mid to late 20s. And he was very skinny. He was very dirty, and he was wearing a coat that was too big for him, way oversized, and it looked as though it could wrap around his skinny frame twice. He was kind of built like me, but he was really dirty, and he had dirty blonde curly hair, and it was all disheveled, and it was really greasy. He had really greasy blonde hair. And this kid I saw come down the staircase, go through the lobby, come out through both security doors, and he came out on the sidewalk, and he came up beside the van, and there's a bank of snow between the sidewalk and the street. And he reached over the bank of snow, and I grabbed a backpack, and I reached over the bank of snow to meet him halfway and handed him the backpack. And he seemed like a very shy, timid kid, like he really been through a lot. And all he said in a soft voice was, "Thank you." And then he turned and he went back inside and went back upstairs and disappeared. The thing that is very strange, you guys, this is what last night, I was really trying to wrap my mind around this, because this is something I don't understand. So I'm doing a video to ask you guys. If you watch the video, I hand out 11, I count at least 11 backpacks. And everybody is in the video of me handing out the backpacks, but this kid is not on the video. And Sandy was right across the street, so you can see the building, you can see the van, you can see me, you can see people coming out the doors. This kid is nowhere inside through the glass windows, coming out the doors, onto the sidewalk, me giving him a backpack. Now, here's what I don't understand. If he's not in the video, and I handed out 11 bags, then it seems like there should be 12 bags that I handed out. And I'm not counting the one that I left with Sandy last night to give the homeless man that comes into her building, because that made 12. So that means if 11 people that are in the video got 11 backpacks, and I handed this kid a backpack, that means the backpack that I gave Sandy should be number 13, but it's not. So I handed this kid, and I'm telling the God's honest truth, you guys, I handed this kid a backpack. And I remembered this kid, out of all the homeless people last night because this kid reminded me of myself when I was homeless. This kid was really, really skinny. I was 98 pounds when I was homeless. And he was really, really dirty. This kid was filthy. All the other homeless people looked fine. They didn't appear to me as being dirty. And I also noticed that several of them didn't have shoes, you guys. They were wearing slippers out on the sidewalk. They didn't even have shoes. But I distinctly remember this kid because I saw him coming down the staircase as I was waiting in between handing out bags for more people to come out. And I saw this kid come down the staircase. And I saw him come outside. He was wearing like a harvest gold, a yellowish gold winter coat that was way too big for him. It was like an XL size coat, extra large. And it was way too big for him. And he was very dirty. His hair was naturally curly. And it was like overgrown, like he really needed a haircut. And it was very dirty. And he was very dirty. This kid looked like he had a rough life. Like he really been through a lot. And he had the appearance, you guys, honest to God, as if this kid was living in a vacant factory on his own. That's what his appearance looked like he really was living rough. He did not look like the other homeless people. And so I really felt bad for this particular kid that I handed a bag to. And I distinctly remember handing him a backpack. And when I got home, and I had to plow last night, and then I got my videos together, and I took them in my editing software, and I had to cut a lot out of the drive and everything. I got too much boring footage that I took out, and I wanted to get it as fast to the point as possible. And I only did this to inspire people and to show those who donated that their money went exactly where I said it would go, with receipts and going to Walmart and proving that the money was spent. And I also gave the $200 donation for their Thanksgiving fund there at the shelter while I was there. What I don't understand, you guys, is Sandy was videoing with this phone for me. It never turned off. She was videoing the whole time. And everybody is on the video that got a bag but this kid. He's the only one that you don't see. He's nowhere in the video, and I cannot explain that. That really bothered me last night. I kept going back. I went back to the video, and I'm just moving the bar with my mouse. I click on the bar that's on the editing timeline, and I can move the bar back and forth. I can forward it. I can back it up. And I'm watching all these people come out, and I'm like, where is this kid? He's nowhere in the video. And yet I handed him a backpack, but yet I still have 8 backpacks. 12 plus 8 is 20. Am I wrong? I've got 8 backpacks. And I left one with Sandy because I handed 11 out. Giving her one is 12. That's a dozen backpacks, and I got 8 left. I even showed my girlfriend last night. I got 8 backpacks left. How is it that I was able to give him a backpack and it still come out to be the number that it is for the 11 people that are on video, and I don't have 7 backpacks left. I've got 8, and he's not in the video. How do you explain that? I just, I don't understand what happened last night. But that kid came down the stairs by himself. He was alone. He didn't have a buddy or a friend or anything with him. And he came out to get a backpack, and then he went back inside, and all he said was thank you in a real soft voice. And this kid, out of everybody that was there last night, you guys, this kid looked like he needed the backpack the most. This kid was dirty. This kid, I wanted to help this kid even more. And if I saw him again, I would. because this kid really looked like he needed help bad. He was the worst off of the bunch. And it looked like he hadn't showered in over a month or longer. Yet, he's not in the video. Because I thought about this kid after I dropped Sandy off at the apartment building where she lives downtown, after I said goodnight to her and dropped her off and finished the video that I made on my way home. I thought about that kid. I was thinking about him. And I was looking forward to going back and watching the video so I could get a better look at him after being home in the video. So if I saw him again, I could possibly get him a coat that fit him, buy him some boots or something, but he's not in the video. And I was very disappointed that that kid wasn't in the video. But Sandy was recording the whole time, and you never see him come out the building, you never see him approach the van, and you never see me hand him a backpack. And yet I did. Because his curly blonde hair also reminded me of my brother-in-law's son from his first marriage. I used to work with him in the 80s. His name was Ben. He had hair like him, natural curly blonde hair. And he's nowhere in the video. You never see me hand him a backpack. And I'm not short a backpack. So what on earth happened last night? I have no idea. But I'll tell you guys, I have strange things happen all the time that I just cannot explain, and I don't know why they occur. And if it's supposed to mean something, if there's a meaning in that, please comment down below and tell me what that's all about, because I'm completely confused. I have no idea what that would be about if that was something of the supernatural. I have no idea. But I gave out 11 bags. Giving him one should have made it 12. And giving one to Sandy should have made it 13. How was I able to hand him a bag and the number of the count doesn't reflect it, and he's not in the video? Truly bizarre. Truly bizarre, you guys. I mean, yes, I was tired last night because I've been busy over the last several days, doing all this with these backpacks and all the supplies and everything, and making all the different trips I made, plus plowing snow. I plowed 3 times yesterday. I was tired. But not so tired to where I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't even know what to think about that. But I wanted to do a video to tell you guys about it because he's not in the video. How this kid made it out to my van and accepted a backpack and eluded being on video when Sandy was recording the entire time, from the first guy coming out that's wearing a red jacket to the last guy that told me that's everybody, and I thanked him and I closed the hatch of the van. Sandy recorded the whole time and she did not miss anybody. You can watch the video and count the people that I hand bags out to. It's not even on video, yet I gave him one. And the amount of bags that are left doesn't even reflect it. I am absolutely baffled. But that's the truth, you guys. That's what happened last night. And I just don't know what to make of that. Tell me what you think down below. But I will tell you guys this. That kid did come out. I saw him come down that staircase that was in plain view through the windows of where I was standing. And I watched him come out into the street. And he's not on video. The only one that's not on video. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.